Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Stormworks. I'm trying to survive the Arctic, and the Arctic is unrelenting. I had to cheat a little bit, so I didn't immediately die, and that means that I now have a heater on board, and my character is wearing Arctic gear, or at least should be. He's not actually wearing Arctic gear yet, or sorry, thermal gear. So with these two upgrades, I can now actually go on missions. And the mission that I have popping up here is a crash site. An enemy, not an enemy plane. I'm playing too much wargame. A plane carrying multiple tourists and important packages has gone missing somewhere over the Arctic ice shelf. Contact with the plane was lost, so its current exact location is unknown. We do know that it is somewhere inside this area. That's where I need to go. I know that the plane crash generally has quite a few people who need rescuing, so I'm going to have to make this boat either longer or have more seats, because its current capacity will be insufficient. So I'm going to go with the seats, but I'm going to install a few more. I can maybe... Hang on. I now have 10 seats. I can throw on one more, but I can probably barely get to those seats. That could be a problem. Oh, fortunately I can build right over the heater. Okay, this gives me 15 seats. That should be enough. It's more like a tour boat than anything else. Yeah, we're gonna go. In case you're wondering why the hell are you wearing a cap? Last Saturday I went to an event for the Dutch Rescue Association. It's an organization that works with volunteers, and they go out and rescue people close to the shoreline who need rescuing. And they are pretty much the, I suppose you could call them the Dutch equivalent to Stormworks. So I went to go with them on a trip after I decided to become a donor for them. And that's when I got this cap. And since they need representing, I thought, well, I might as well do it. So that's why the KNRM's cap is on. Okay, this is going to take a while. This is going to take quite a while. Fortunately, I have chat here to keep me busy. Eagle Strike, Cat Paro, welcome back. Now, I hope I don't run into too many ice shelves which might be in the way. I can possibly pass through here, but I'm not sure if that's going to be worth the risk. And this exactly highlights why I want to have helicopters, because helicopters can traverse this distance far faster. Now I am operating on the last version of Stormworks currently, version 0.7.2, and with that latest they added displays and radios. Those are things that I will definitely not be going to get for quite a while. For example, the radio transmitters and receivers can also be used to control units from afar. That's going to take a lot of research points. But it does allow you to get some really nice equipment going, such as a remote-controlled drone. And units like those can make a massive difference. Because right now, if you're building a helicopter of any kind, you need to have a passenger compartment on it. You need to have a control seat, and that makes it quite big. If you have an unmanned drone, or even some sort of small quadcopter, you can have that on your ship as a sort of an, well, a scouting unit of sorts. So that is going to be something that I will be looking into, probably in 5 to 10 episodes from now. The main objective for the moment is just to get the helicopter going. Now there is another mission that I sort of did off screen. That's the trapped research vessel. I could free the scientists, but the problem is I cannot tow the research vessel back to base, because I don't have the required equipment for that. I can get a winch, but what I cannot get is a way to get rid of the ice shelves which are in the way of the boat. So the boat's going to have to stay stuck there, but at least the scientists are safe, and I hope to get at least some sort of bonus from rescuing the scientists. Getting sort of half objective completed. Make a Puma when I get the resources. Yeah, I could try and do that. The problem is also I need more cash. 5360? plus of course the parts that I have on this boat. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to get a helicopter going. I think it will be. And I hope that the additional cash that I gain from fixing this mission might help me. But keep in mind, it's going to be a long trip. I need to get all the way over here, load up everybody, go all the way, I think, back here, the SGK research outpost, which means I'm going to have to park at, I think, Terminal Endo, and then walk all the way over there, because I don't have a land vehicle yet. Maybe starting in the Arctic was not such a good idea. Maybe it is not quite the way to go forward. I think that you start at the Arctic with far too few parts. For example, you don't have the parts that you need to even stay alive. Snake, welcome. Good morning, Florida. Must be quite early for you. Florida is, I think, -6 comparative to me, so that's 7:30, if I'm not mistaken. You're up quite early. Well, I know most people are up by 7:30. I might be the exception. More of a night owl. Now, if only there was a way to speed up time. I mean, I can speed up my boat. I already have it. It's set to move fast. But that's gonna take a while. You're already at work. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna take off this cap. This is not working for me. I'm not really used to wearing those things, especially indoors. 10 clicks out. If I recall this mission correctly, what I need to do is rescue all the passengers and bring the flight computer back home. So, aside from having a boat full of passengers, I'm also going to have to bring their flight computer home. And that means that I'll be needing to, again, bring that thing over here and then lug it all the way up there. Not looking forward to it, but that's the mission. It's gonna have to be done. You get to watch me waste my life on games. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Since you call that wasting your life on games, what do you do? What do you do? In fact, that goes for most of you in chat. What do you do for a living? Or what's your station in life at the moment? School, college, work, I don't know. First job, second job, 10th job, self-employed, study, yeah. Yeah. It's interesting how many people don't understand the, I've watched someone else play games. It's, I don't know, most people don't get it. And then you ask them, hey, have you ever watched football, soccer, hockey, basketball, whatever? And they go, yeah, sure. And I go, what's the difference? And they go, oh yeah. It is just like that. But for some reason it just doesn't seem to stick in their minds. That it is exactly like that. 7.5 clicks out. We're halfway there. Can I see a little bit more of the environment, please? So I know how to approach that area. Is my spotlight on? No. See, the distances way down south, where you normally start, those are usually far shorter. So you can get more missions done, unlock more stuff faster, get more cash faster, get more bases faster, and just get bigger constructs faster. Another reason why you probably shouldn't start in the Arctic. And I think the Arctic isn't quite finished yet, because currently the Arctic does not have a refueling base. It does, for some reason, have the ability to buy crude oil, but you cannot get fuel here. if you want to get fuel up to your base, like over there, you're gonna have to take either an airplane or you're gonna have to ship it in. Neither option is terribly appealing because it's about 100 kilometers to get down there to where you generally take on fuel. Yeah, Largezo, it's the this game is about rescuing people at sea. It's called Stormworks. You build your own vehicles, so this boat that I'm currently driving is one that I built. You design your own vehicles. It can be a boat, it can be a plane, a helicopter. You can even build tanks nowadays, although guns are not a thing in this game yet. They might still be working on that. And your objective is to execute missions. And currently I'm hunting a missing plane. The plane crashed. Some guy's gonna come and say you'd be a good Coast Guard member. Maybe. Modability, I don't know. There might be. I know that at the very least there's a hell of a lot that you can download from the Steam Workshop, but those are all creations that somebody else made. And I could just as easily put this thing on the workshop. But you can also download what's called microprocessors, which you can use to either make your life easier or automate parts on your ship, or add new features altogether. Alright, we're finally approaching the objective. It seems to be really empty out there. I'm not seeing anything. No islands, no boats, no nothing. Where's that plane? If I need to go to the outer edge of the circle, it's still 4 clicks, give or take. Just imagine it, you have a plane crash. And then the Coast Guard shows up and they go, here you go, we're here to rescue you. And you go, you're coming to rescue me in that? What? Is that the best you got? Actually, yes. At the moment, this is the best I have. Zoda, good evening. Although I thought you were Swedish. So you must be out of town? Zoda, by the way, your character did really, really well on XCOM so far. Recorded a couple of episodes yesterday. That's May 15th for those of you watching this later. You're going to be seeing the XCOM episodes up in early June. It's going to take a while. Processor that I'm using is a AMD Ryzen 2600X. Okay, so the crash site's either there, or there. I hope these guys brought a flare. Because it's hella dark out there. Seas are also getting a little rougher. For those of you who are asking about this boat, hey, why do you have this thing always on, this motor? Why not wait till it's about 25% charge and then turn on the engine? Well, the reason for that is that I found that the motors, or that the batteries, provide less and less power the lower they go. So that means that if I have 25% power left, the boat's going to be significantly slower than it would be currently. So that's why I'm not really using the engine sparingly. I'm running it all the time, just to keep those batteries going. Now, I think I'm going to have to take it off the high speed, because it's starting to jump up and down a little bit too much. Let's investigate this iceberg first. Or ice plateau, maybe. Hold on, there's a flare over there. There. Not sure if you can make it out. Let's take it off cruise control. Which is not technically cruise control, I'm just using the trim in a way that you wouldn't usually use it. See, there's a light up there. A fire. I don't have firefighting capability unlocked yet. So if people are going to be on fire, or if people are going to be stuck in a plane that's on fire, that's going to make my job very difficult. Oh, you're a tram driver. Interesting. Okay, how do I get up here? Recover flight data. And rescue 9 passengers. So I didn't really need my middle row of seats. There's the passengers. How the hell do I get up there? This could work. This might be low enough. Yep, this will do. Alright, we're up. So I need to get all these passengers over to the boat and retrieve the flight computer, or the flight data. Yeah, that's not looking good. That is really not looking good. What is bouncing up and down there? Is that a wheel? A suspension of a wheel, I think. Look at that. We're gonna have to drag some people out of an aircraft here. Stop following. On top of everything, these guys are getting quite cold. Oh, you can just walk there? Good. How many others are in this plane? Does this give off warmth? It does. Stay here, get warm. Because I don't think that you guys are particularly well equipped to survive the Arctic. Well, at least he's not dying anymore. Okay. Who else? There's still at least one more in this plane. How do we get to the cockpit? Oh, hello. Can we sort of crawl in here? Open the door. Open the door. Hello. How do I pick this one up? There. This is not the way that a plane is supposed to be looking. Okay. So now we have all the passengers out. I need all of you guys to start following me, please. And you. You and you. And then the couple of people that are parked closer to that fire so they wouldn't die. Oh, but they are dying. My boat was over here. There. Do I have everyone? Yes, I have everyone. Okay. Follow me and run to the boat. Because we're going to have to move quick in order for you guys not to freeze. Everybody still with me? Yep. And then we're going to have to go look for the flight computer. This could take quite a bit of work, trying to get everybody seated. Because these guys are generally not the brightest in the world. They are really not doing very well. Yeah, come here. Sit down. You're in freezing water, which is really not helping your health. I'm gonna have to turn the heater on. Yeah, they're no longer freezing. You, sit down. Come on. Get up here. And finally, this guy. Oh, he's really not doing well. He needs to be seated right now. Okay, he's no longer losing hit points. He's fine. Okay, with that, I now need to look for the flight computer. Oh, and I have 25 minutes to get to the outpost. Damn, that's not a whole lot of time. That is not a whole lot of time. That Yep, that looks like the flight computer. It's blinking. I need to find that. Find that, drag it over to the boat, and bring it home. I have a whole lot more time to do that, but I'm not going to make these trips again and again and again. It's just going to take me way too much time. I hope there's a handle on this thing somewhere. There is. You're coming with me. Flight computer. Let's hope it's not too fragile. And let's hope that 24 minutes is enough to get those guys to the place where I need to ship them. Get them off the boat, and then run all the way towards that rescue outpost. Because that's where they need to go. I hope I can bring this thing along without it flipping out on the ship. Does it float? It seems to. It does. Okay, now I need to get on board. I need to try and drag it on the boat. Grab handle. Come on. Don't fight, mate. You're not supposed to be tilting over the boat. Come on. Yeah, we have it. Alright. Now, time to get underway. I need to go here, as expected. That means I'm going to have to offload them hereabouts. Or here. That could work. It's going to be a long, long trek. I only have 22 minutes to do it with. Oh, speed up. 15 clicks. I think this boat does about 50, 55. So I should have enough time to get there. But then I need to get everybody off. Tell them to, again, form an orderly line. And run, run, run towards the base. I don't think you can do it, yeah. And in the meanwhile, I need to be avoiding icebergs. For the moment, that should be fine. Let's see, can I pass through here, here? Yeah, we're going to pass by the southern part of the outpost here, the big island. Maybe this is another option, but I also need to be dragging that massive computer along with me. Flight computer. It's going to be tight. 13.3, 21 minutes. Let's see. It says 21:30. I'm at 13.2. How much time does it take me to travel 1 kilometer? I started at 13.2 and 21:30. Because then I can sort of estimate what my speed is. .7, 12.6, 12.5, 12.4, 12.3, 12.2. 12.2, I traveled that in 45 seconds. So that's 45 seconds for 1 kilometer. 45 seconds for 1 kilometer. Divide 306. No, 3. Let me see. Divide 3600 by 45. I'm doing 80 kilometers per hour. That means that I should be able to have enough time to get there. I should make it. Yeah, I know the title or the war game thing is still on for the stream. It really shouldn't be. Is there any more war game on this, or any more war game? Saturday. Saturday is going to be the next stream for war game. This is going to take some fancy maneuvering. Yeah, it's just an endurance race at this point. How's that other mission? 18 minutes. So I might be getting the rewards for that eventually as well. Now 80 kilometers per hour for a boat like this is pretty good. Oh, how did that flight computer get all the way over there? What? It was resting on the front 2 chairs. And now it's all the way back there. I hope it's not clipping with the boat. Because if it is, then I might have a bit of a problem trying to get that thing out without destroying my ship. Okay. 9 kilometers out. Hold on, is the title actually fixed? Does it actually give the right title at this point? Because that would be something new. Most of the time my title doesn't want to cooperate with me. I think it's a hint. The stream wants me to play Red Dragon. Nine kilometers out. Seems like my passengers are all alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 9. 8 clicks. Iceberg ahead. Let's avoid that. If I'm going to go for a bigger boat, then eventually I'm going to need avoidance sensors, so distance meters. But again, the playthrough is going to be focused mostly around helos, not boats. Oh, it's fixed? Hold on, the title is actually fixed? Interesting. .8. I'm doing 80 kph. That means that another 8 kilometers takes me 1/10 of an hour. So that's 6 minutes. That leaves me with about 10 minutes to get both... no, to get the passengers out, because for the flight computer I have significantly more time. I have an hour 20. So I should have more than enough time to get the flight computer over there. Passengers are my first priority. Oh good, title is fixed. Nice. How's my status of the ship? Fuel's good, RPS is looking good, battery status is good. Yep, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. Now I can easily sail past these things on the south. Maneuver north. The real question is, where do I get up? Maybe here, near Terminal Endo. Because from over there, I don't think it's too far to the research post. Just sort of guesstimate it. 5.2, 5. Yeah, it's 400 meters out. So that should be doable to walk. 400 meters is not too bad. I thought it was going to be a couple of clicks. Computer is more important. Yeah. Don't think so. Insurance might think different, but I think insurance would be happy if any of the other passengers don't die. Because reimbursing families for the loss of a family member, I think, is more expensive than replacing an airplane. I mean, the airplane's insured anyway. 5 clicks. And 4 to the target. Good. Good. I remind you of Bob Ross. Wow. Bob Stealth. Yeah. I don't know, it's just the way that I talk and do stuff. Whenever you have these really hyped up, psyched YouTubers, I immediately tune out. It just doesn't work for me. It really doesn't work. There is another guy who does the work, no, who does Stormworks. I think it's Komodo Gaming. And his videos are always so over the top and hysterical, and I'm like, dude, relax. You don't need to be this hysterical. It's not really doing you any favors. At least I, for one, don't think so. Has to be a shinobi. Yeah, I'll add myself to XCOM as well. 2.7. Oh, that's not here yet. There. Now, at some point I loaded up an earlier save and I went to the Arctic to see how expensive this base is that I have. It's ridiculous. You're paying 250k for this base. And sure, it has a very large airstrip, it has a very large dock on it. But the other base, which is similar in proportion to this, it's a large Coast Guard outpost. It's only 125, or sorry, 150. So why this Arctic base is 100 grand more expensive, I don't really understand. Because I don't think it's worth that much. Whoa! Almost didn't see that one. The perils of traveling in the dark. Can we pass through here? We can. 1.5. 1.4. 1.2. There's the train line up in the distance. Okay. How many died? What, during the stream? You mean the XCOM, or now with plane crash? Because I don't think there are just going to be 9 persons on a plane. Not with that many seats on the plane. Okay, let's slow down. I want to see if I can get up here. If not, I only have a few minutes left to figure out another way to get up there. That over there is the spot that I think... Yeah, I could probably use this. Yeah, that should work. I can get up here. And I only have to walk 600 meters. Only. Stop. Alright, people. Everybody off. I just hope that these guys don't die before I actually get them to where they need to be. That's going to be a bit tricky. That's the only part of the operation that can still go wrong. No, not on the bed. Just stand here and follow me. Okay, all of you, can you get off the boat? Can you follow me? Kinda. Yeah, they're here. So he's already freezing to death. Stop, stop, and stop. 5 more. Up, up. Pick up the character. Drop him in the water. Pick up the character. Drop him in the water. Sure, they won't mind. You follow me? No, you are. 2 more. You. No. There's 1 more. All the way back there. Pick up. Okay, guys. This is going to be freezing cold, but we're going to do it anyway. So I need to get you guys to the outpost. Stop. Stop. Their body temperatures are dropping. Which is unfortunate for them, but I hope that running might keep them warm. Stop. Stop. Now I need to try and manhandle this computer off the side. and drag it ashore. Grab one handle. Yep, it's off. Alright, everyone. We're going. Follow me. I really don't like the body temperature of some of these people. It doesn't look good. Everybody with me? Yeah, they're all with me. Okay. Grab the handles, and we're gonna move. First one who gets to the outpost buys the beers. How do I get there? Follow the train tracks. $500 meters out. Ooh, I hope my characters are fast enough and smart enough to get up here. Yep, so far we still have everyone. This is the Endo outposts. Come on guys, faster. We need 400 meters more. $350, $340. 8 minutes out. I'm not sure what happens if one of these dies. I think I get slightly less rewards. Come on, you gotta work on your endurance. 230, 220, 210. I'm happily wearing Arctic clothing, but they are not. I think they're starting to notice. There's the outpost. That's where we need to be. 100 meters out. Where do you want this flight computer? Screw it. I'll fix that in a second. Everybody. In here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, everybody's in. They might be a little cold, but they're alive and they're well. This one's still trying to follow me. Okay, now the flight computer. Where do you want that? You want that in the outpost? Yep. Nice. 13k, and I get 1 research point for that? I have been ripped off. 1 research point. I need a whole lot more in order to get my helicopters going. I just got 1 research point for that whole mission. That's ridiculous. Wow. If a dude dies, you don't get a reprimanding from your boss. You just gotta lose like... Yeah. I guess. Alright, time to get back to the boat. But for those of you watching the video, I'll save you that part. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video so far. Long mission. I think I've been ripped off with the rewards. Could have been a whole lot better with 1 research point. I hope that they balance that out soon. Anyway, thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully with helicopters. But that might be a few episodes out. See you soon.